What is up, everybody? Tuberverse TV here today, and on another episode of the most trivial things people complain about with Starfield, we have somebody complain about the player count is apparently declining for Starfield. Meanwhile, the game isn't even fully released yet. The game releases on the 5th or the 6th. Me, like most other people, probably gonna wait for the game to actually release before we play this game instead of spending an extra $30 to the Game Pass upgrade or spending $100 for the premium edition or whatever. So he says Starfield player count is declining. This suggests less return players and bad impressions. After inflated early reviews, the cracks are starting to show. People really want this game to flop or fail, whether they're just a PlayStation fanboy or whether they be like a Bethesda hater or Xbox hater. People will just legit want this game to flop for whatever reason, and it's the most bizarre thing. Because these people said Xbox has no games. Now that Xbox is a game that's really popular, they're doing nothing but just non-stop hating on it, which is very pathetic to see. So, and he also says, for context, Baldur's Gate 3 players surged for weeks, thanks to word of mouth and great reception. So let's see what he put up. Starfield, 172,000 players right now. 24-hour peak has 217,000. All-time peak has 634,000. That's what he's going by. So compared to Baldur's Gate 3, which has more people playing, and all-time peak is a lot higher. So he's trying to say that Baldur's Gate 3 is so much people are playing the game more, but this numbnuts didn't realize that the game didn't release yet. Like, once again, people are playing it right now is in early access. So I think that's still pretty impressive that many people in early access, who are the minority people who would play this game, has that high count so far. So I think that's pretty impressive, but this guy is literally comparing a game that's out already to a game that's not really fully out. That makes a lot of sense, but look, Sony fanboys are just like missing brain cells at this point. Bro, get laid and touch grass soon. Basically, get a life. Yikes. I kind of agree. Steam forums for Starfield. Yes, Steam reviews are going to be a cluster F. Yes, because some people, what is this? Maybe like 10 responses. I like the 172,000 we've seen so far. That's a very accurate representation right there. Like, what is that? That's like less than 1% people complaining about this game on Steam, if we're being honest here. And he keeps going on and on. Jeez. Definitely got my refund. Definitely was overhyped in my opinion. You do realize that's only the premium edition. I don't think he thought that far when he made this post. I guess people pretty much just bought the premium edition are playing this game right now. Show us on the doll where Starfield hurt you. I legit want to know, did like Todd Howard like kicked their puppy or something? Like, what's with this hate just for this game in general? Like, it's just something else at this point. Starfield isn't officially out yet, you clown. Considering all the word of mouth Baldur's Gate 3 was positive and constructive, you talk bad about Starfield anyway, and the players would jump you at like you hit their pet with a car or something. It made me lose interest in Starfield, more importantly, getting an Xbox. Okay. Just shut up and play the game. Literally no one cares. You know the game releases on the 6th, right? Once again, the game isn't out yet. This game isn't officially out. This ninja has Jim Ryan profile pic. Enough said. Yes, he's one of these super obsessed Sony fanboys at this point. They just want this game to flop. It's just so sad because when Spider-Man 2 releases, people aren't going to have nearly as much negativity about that game as this. Like, people aren't really going to care, especially on the Xbox side. Like, you got a great game, good for you, but these Sony guys really want this game to flop. They just hate that Xbox has any type of exclusive that's getting talked about in a positive light whatsoever. Starfield player count is declining. This is just less return players, and it's just saying that this is what this guy looks like. What is this? This is like a guy with a ball sack on his face as a chin? That is terrifying. I can play both on my Series S, no worries. Yeah. When the six comes out, people are going to be ignoring these Sony fanboys at this point. But it has taken so much longer. It's 3 more days until the six, so you gotta bear through this nonsense on social media. People just complain about the most stupidest crap ever at this point. Bots and ponies are a mess. Bruh, we're going to bed. Yeah, like people do have lives. Like they do go to sleep, they do go to work, they do other activities besides play the game. So, pretty sure the player count is going to increase. But to this guy, is only like everybody who downloaded Starfield isn't playing it, so the game must be a flop. It's like this is the most dumbest ideology. Bro, why are so many people focusing so hard on this game? Failing actually sad. Yes, these so-called gamers, they want to see nothing but this game fail and flop. Mind you, a lot of people worked hard on this game, but they just only want to see it flop because it's on a plastic box that they don't have, they don't like. It's just pathetic at this point. I found a pony. Imagine having a console and being mad, lol. People pretty much just saying it's like it's an early access. Cope extra strength, fast relief of butthurtness and feelings of low IQ. For the Sony fanboy who needs it. It's also Labor Day weekend in the US. Yes, people are probably gonna be doing stuff this weekend as well because it's Labor Day. So you can just tell us you're jealous. It's okay. Which is what this really boils down to, man. It's like they can't focus on that PlayStation they put in such high regard. They're focusing on Starfield, which is like it tells you something. It tells you all you need to know right there. People are not rushing to spend $100 when we play on Wednesday. Yeah, I couldn't justify spending $30 when like I could just wait a few more days. But these stupid posts like this is definitely making me want to spend drop the 30 just so I can avoid all these dumb comments about this game. What is this? Apparently his brain is like starting a campfire and his brain is just being fried by. Okay, this is a weird looking picture right there. When you're too stupid to realize that this is just early access, launch numbers are going to drive this man insane. Yeah, when the game actually releases and he sees the numbers, this guy's probably gonna insert himself in an insane asylum at that point because he just can't handle it. With how obsessed they are with Microsoft at this point. Sure, it's because of bad impressions and not people traveling for Labor Day. And also playing AC6 was also just dropped. Not to mention Starfield isn't even out yet. Some of us can't be playing video games 24/7. Besides, these numbers are only for those who pay for early access. They're not representative. They're not representative of how many people will be playing in 10 days. Tonight, when people aren't working or spending time with family, they'll be up again. Which should be obvious, but to these Sony guys, it's not that obvious. Like they need a little bit more understanding or help, I guess, in this regard. Like they think everybody's just gonna be attached to the console playing 24/7, like they have no jobs or anything or no responsibilities. Lord, I hope my future kids never turn out to be this stupid facepalm. Oh man. My brother in Christ, not everyone has their own whole day to only play one video game. Imagine living such a pathetic useless life. Dude looking at Steam numbers waiting for players drop. Yeah, who is that dedicated to doing this? That is some sad stuff when you think about it. Like dude is literally like looking at the Steam data just try to get over on Xbox fans who like Starfield. Like that's some sad stuff right there. This is truly the most idiotic brain dead behavior. Seeing another hobby. Get another hobby. I think it's trying to say right there. You do realize Starfield hit its all-time peak today, right? This aged worse than Space Milk. Sony fanboys seem to be in complete denial over Starfield. Science the game is doing very well and living up to the hype. You can put up that minuscule graph pattern anywhere in Baldur's Gate 3's graph and it will look right at home. Grow up. The biggest reach I've ever seen. Yeah, this is definitely a reach right here. Again, this is a Steam count, not the actual console count, you effing wingnut. The game is not even out, you effing brain delayed F. It releases fully on the 6th. Once again, if you're a Sony fanboy, you just hate on Xbox. I don't understand why you keep doing it at this point. Like, you're just gonna get roasted in the comment section. Like, nobody's literally agreeing with this guy in the comment section. Other than a few people, the vast majority are like saying this guy's just dumb. This is the biggest hated crap I've ever seen. Yeah, people are just in the same comment at this point. So I'm gonna conclude it right here. This, once again, people are just hating on this game for the most minuscule, dumb reasons possible. And a lot of people are getting clout. Like, let's be honest, people are getting clout for just hating on this game. People really want this game to flop. They want this game to fail. At one point, they say they want Microsoft to release great games. When Microsoft releases a great game, their true colors show they only want this game to flop, which is very pathetic and sad in my opinion. But definitely want to see your comments down below about this. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.